Welcome to Tech Bytes and News, your daily roundup of articles featured in Hacker News. Today, we're diving deep into DeepSeek-R1, a groundbreaking new reasoning model. It's really exciting stuff.
I've heard whispers. What makes DeepSeek-R1 so special? Is it just another large language model?
Oh, it's much more than that. They've used a novel approach, focusing heavily on reinforcement learning, RL, without the usual supervised fine-tuning, SFT, as a preliminary step. Think of it as teaching the model to reason through trial and error, rather than explicitly showing it the answers.
That's a bold strategy. What were the results of this RL-first approach? Did it work?
Absolutely. They created DeepSeek-R1 first, trained purely with RL. It showed amazing reasoning abilities, but had some quirks. Repetition, readability issues, language mixing, so they refined the process for DeepSeek-R1, adding a cold start data phase before the RL.
So, a refined approach. And how does DeepSeek-R1 compare to existing models like OpenAI's?
It's competitive. They claim performance comparable to OpenAI's O1 across math, code, and reasoning tasks. Even more impressive, their distilled models, like DeepSeek-R1 Distill QN32B, outperform OpenAI O1 Mini on various benchmarks. They've open-sourced several distilled models, ranging from 1.5B to 70B parameters, based on Llama and QN.
Distilled models? That's smart. So, smaller, faster models that still retain much of the larger model's capabilities?
Precisely. And the results are remarkable. They show that distilling reasoning patterns from a larger model is more effective than training a smaller model from scratch using RL. It's a significant finding for the field.
This is all very impressive, but I'm curious about the licensing. Is it open source? Can anyone use it commercially?
Yes, the code and model weights are MIT licensed, allowing commercial use and modifications. However, it's important to note that the distilled models are based on other models with different licenses, like Apache 2.0 for some QN models, and the Llama licenses for others. You need to check the specific licenses for those base models.
Good point, a crucial detail for anyone wanting to use these models. So where can people get their hands on DeepSeek-R1?
You can find the models on Hugging Face. And there's even a chat website, chat.deepseek.com, where you can interact with DeepSeek-R1 directly. They also offer an OpenAI-compatible API. The GitHub repo has all the details, including instructions for running the models locally. They even provide examples using VLLM and SGLang.
Fantastic! This sounds like a major contribution to the field. The open sourcing of these models, especially the distilled ones, is a huge boon for researchers and developers.
Absolutely. It's a testament to their commitment to advancing the field. The detailed benchmark results are also very compelling, showing significant improvements across various tasks. It's a very exciting development.
One last question. What are some of the key takeaways? What should our listeners remember about DeepSeek-R1?
Remember the innovative RL-first approach, the impressive performance compared to existing models, the availability of both large and distilled models, and the permissive MIT license. It's a powerful and accessible tool for anyone working with large language models.
Thanks for breaking this down for us. This is definitely a project to keep an eye on.
My pleasure. And that's all the time we have for today's Tech Bytes and News. Thanks for listening, and we'll catch you next time. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.